Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's solve the problem minimum number of operations to move all balls to each box. So in this problem we are given n boxes and each boxes is representing the value 0 or 1. 0 means the box is empty, there is no ball, and 1 means that box has one ball in the ith box. So what we can do, in one operation you can move one ball from a box to an adjacent box. Box I is adjacent to box j if absolute I minus j is equals to 1. So basically if let's say we have three boxes, these are places like this in a, let's say treat it as a array, boxes of array, and in this let we take like first box has one ball, second box has another ball, and third box is empty, let's say. So now we need to, if we can move this ball over here with the operation count is absolute value which is 1. Similarly, we can move this ball to here as well with the operation count value is 1. So let's understand what is the now ask. Return an array of answer of size where answer of I is the minimum number of operation needed to move all the balls to ith box. So basically we have to generate another array answer of I, let's say this, from the original input given. So we need to move, like what is the minimum number of operation needed to move all the balls in 0th box. So initially we have one ball already in this box, same here and here, let's say 0. So to move all the balls, so we have total 2 balls, to move all the balls in this box, so we need to move this, so which will take one operation. So hence our answer array we will construct like this. So 1 is over here. Similarly, when we are building the answer for this index 1, we can move this ball to over here, and 1 already is here. So the operation minimum operation takes 1 here. Again this box has no ball, but we need to move. So moving this ball from index 1 to 2 is takes cost 1, plus moving ball from 0th index to index 2 will take 2 operation, like first we will move over here in the index 1, then we will move over here. So total cost 1 plus 2. Hence, so to move all the balls in index 2 in answer 2 will be 3. So this is our answer. So here is, this is what the first example given in the example itself in the problem. I took this, I already explained this. So here 113 we got. Let's take the bigger example 11 this one. So in this case what will happen, at this index 0th index we don't have any balls. So first of all we will create an answer array of size 6. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So at 0th index we need to move all the balls. So for moving this ball to 0th index from the 2 index, this will take cost 2, plus moving this ball from 4th index will take 4, plus moving this ball to move from this index which will take 5. So total it costs is 11. So here it is 11. Similarly, moving at this index, this will take 1, this will take 3, this will take 4. So 1 plus 3 plus 4 is 8. Like that we can build the array. So if you see, the constraint of this problem is in 2000. So if you try brute force or naive solution of n square approach, like how we will solve this problem. So let's say initially what we can do, we will run a for loop for each i from 0 to n. Then we will count how many balls from left to right, like we will run another left nested for loop for j from 0 to n itself, and we will count all the cases where I not equal to j first. If I not j not equals to j, and we will create a count variable for each I, like initialize from 0, and we will count and if count of, like if character at jth index, if character at jth index, so our initially given a string, so we can also convert that string into a character array. So we will check if character at, let's say ch of j, if character at jth index is 1, then only we need to move that ball from jth index to the ith. So how much cost does it will take? So we will update that much cost into the count. So count will be update, count is count plus equals the absolute value of this index, like at that jth index we are getting the ball, we have to move that much to till the I. So j minus I. So this is what the cost of moving jth wall at ith index, and we will count for all the jth index where the ball is exist and moving at the current ith index. So, once it done, we will update that count into the answer of I. We will create result array answer of I and we add that count on that I. So, this is how we can solve brute forcefully. So, here is the code for the naive approach. So, what I explained. So, now if you see the time complexity of this solution, as this loop will run O of n time and similarly this loop nestedly run O of n time. So, hence this will multiply. So, the overall time complexity of this solution is O of n square and space complexity as the answer we are creating, which is O of n. Can we further optimize? As this is fine, this can be accept as a brute force solution because the constraint is small, not that tight. If we put one more test case like increase the constraint like from 2000 to 20,000, then that algorithm definitely will not work. So, how we can optimize? So, let us understand the optimal solution. So, first of all, what we will do here? So, let us take the example. So, initially I am taking a small example first, then we will, if time persists, we will take the bigger example as well. So, let us take the example 1 where the our string 110. So, first we will create this as a character array so that we can easily do the operations. So, here this will become character 1, 1 and 0. Now, so first we will create another array, left array. So, that left array will count the number of balls moved to current ith index from the left side, for all the balls from the left of this index. So, at 0th index, if at I in this array there will be no left, so I will fill 0 over here. Similarly, at 1 index we will check if there how many ball till the previous ith index and the cost already the lth minus I index. So, at this index we need to fill which is like L minus I think. So, if this is I index I, then we will say L minus cost of left of I minus 1 plus the number of ball into the including the left side till that ith index we encounter before the ith index. So, this is 1. So, hence this is 1. Similarly, for this index we will add 1 plus we have 2 balls. So, we need to move all the 2 ball from here to this index. So, that will become here the cost left of I is 1 plus 2 ball which is 2. So, hence this will be 3. Similarly, we will do, so this is from left to right, another array we will create from right to left. So, in case right to left we will come from right side first. So, at nth minus 1 index we will full 0 because there is no right wall here. Similarly, here once we reach here we will check is there any wall, no wall, and then we will fill 0 again here. Similarly, once we reach here at this index we have 1 ball. So, we need to take the cost is 1. So, now after that, so this is let us say called right array. Then we sum up answer of I which is sum of these both the array left of I and right of I. So, this will become, so 0 plus 1 is 1 and 1 plus 0 is 1 and 3 plus 0 is 3. So, this is what the initially we got the answer for our first test case over here. So, let us write the equation. So, what equation we will follow here for left of I? So, we will follow left of I is equals to left of I is left of I minus 1 plus the number of balls encountered before the I. So, let us say left count or let us just simply count. So, this is a count which is a counting of 1 till that before the ith index, that we will update, and every time we update this count y, the value, the character at that index, the let us say ch is the array of our character, ch of I minus 0 is for like normalizing this character and get the value either 1 or 0 based on it. So, this is what we will update for left. Similarly, for right we will write right of I is equals to right of I plus 1 and we will start I from n minus 2. So, here in left we will start I from 1 to n and here n minus 1 basically exactly if you take the till that bound, and here the I will start from n minus 2 to 0 and we will decrease the I. So, this is the formula. Similarly, here we also need to add the count. So, you can now pause the video and try to code yourself. So, let us, this is a brute force solution. Let us change and implement the code for the other approach. So, let us see here. First we will create a array int left array of size same as the count n, and first we will fill the left of 0 as a value 0 itself, there is no left, and then in declare the count variable here, let us say int count from 0, and this should be, we will add the value at the index 0. So, that will be ch of I 0 minus the 0th character. So, now we start for loop for filling the array left array. So, this will be int I is equal to 1, I less than n, and I plus plus. Now, left of I is equals to left of I minus 1 plus count. Similarly, now update the count, count is equals to count plus ch of I minus 0th character. So, that is the for left array. So, now we will do for right array. So, int define the right array. So, of the same size right array, and in right of n minus 1, it is like there is no need to fill this value, they automatically defaults value is 0 here. So, now we will define the only the count here again, from count is this time from nth minus 1 character minus 0, that is it. And now we run the loop from n minus 2 until then I greater than or equals to 0 and decrease 1 I minus minus, and this time we will write here. So, right of I is equals to right of I plus 1 plus count, that is it. Now, in the last for loop we will define our answer array of same size, and then we start loop our from I 0 and up till n I plus plus. Now, we will write answer of I is left of I plus right of I. So, let us just check if there is no typo here. Yeah, that looks fine, there is no. So, let us compile the code here now. So, code got compiled, let us submit the code. So, it got accepted. So, see the time difference, the brute force approach took 105 ms and this took 1 ms only. So, here what will be the time complexity of this solution? As you can see, we are iterating full string of which is n length. So, O of n. Similarly, here we are also iterating, but it is sequentially, no nestedly. So, here also we are showing. So, this is total O of 3n and space is also O of 3n. So, we can say this time complexity of this solution is O of n as well as space complexity. We can also further avoid this answer array. We can just put the answer into the, instead of answer array we can add into the left array itself and return the left array. Here we do not need this extra answer array. So, we can do that as well. So, that is it. If you like this solution, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. There is some typo here because of the okay, right of 0 we are adding this value, right of n minus 1 will be here. So, this should add the value at 0, left of I is equal to, we do not need this. If we are using plus equal, then we do not especially add this. So, this should work now, that is it. Thanks for watching.